Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Biza. Come here to help the Muslims leave Islam and keep away from Islam. Now, also the Mu'mineen, believers, helping them to leave Islam. So here I am showing you how I'm going to show you how you have been deceived again on this. So the topic is Allah doesn't like Zulm, right? Any wickedness, injustice, cruelty, unkindness. Then why does he test believers with Zulm? So the believers are going to say, moments say, no, we don't want to be free, or this is our freedom. God is testing us and we give thanks. Or freedom will perhaps come later on in heaven. This place, this earth is a test for us. Trials and tests, full of that. So moments will say, no, we don't want to be free like you would want us to be free, or you show us, you refer us to Jiddu Krishnamurti, and God is testing us like he tested Job, Imam Hussein, and we give thanks and be patient, although it hurts them, like it hurt Imam Hussein or Ayub when he cried out. So I was asking a Sayyid in Karachi, like they question us about why we do azadari and cry, mourn for Imam Hussein. So he says, it does hurt, right? So pain is there. Sufferance, maybe no. And so they were going through the pain but sacrificing and to save religion, the true Islam. They had to go through all that pain to save this religion and sacrifice to save humanity. So this way, save religion and thus save humanity, right? Okay. So this time I've come this way, not the free will way, because I could go round and round with Surah. Remember, I was doing Surah, or I reached Surah Qaf, Ayat 80, and then that free will and all that. But so I found a way to show you this way. If there are any contradictions, so we're going to see. And some of the ayahs I've checked are in the Ismaili Quran. So with the Ismaili Quran, that is the Shia Ismailis believe that the true Quran from Prophet Muhammad has been carried down to His Highness Al Khan, and through from Prophet Muhammad to the Imams thereafter, the Shia Imams, Imam Ali, and thus now with His Highness Al Khan. So with the Ismaili Quran, claimed to be the true Quran, some of the ayats I've checked, I'll be showing you, and some are not there, but that's not important. So what I'm going to prove is how sincere and patient. No, wait a minute. If there are any contradictions in this, so to prove how sincere. So Allah doesn't like Zulm, then why does He test the believers with Zulm, putting them through sufferance, pain, and all that? So, like He did Job, testing them, and also sending, shaitan coming, like in the case of Job, Hazrat Ayub in the Quran ayat, oh God, Satan has distressed me. So you would also, the believers would say that to prove the answer to this is to prove how sincere and patient they are, thus true believers, laughing out loud. Contradiction. So, is there a contradiction? And so, through the ayats, Quran ayats, I'm going to show you the contradictions in this. First of all, we know that Allah doesn't like um, zulm. So, if you see, check Surah 4, ayat 97, which I'm going to show you now. Be sharing this ayat. I should have come through my notes, not through StreamYard. I mean, through my mobile, I can show you the notes. But anyways, this will do, right? Let me just set this up so you can properly see this. Maybe like this. Okay, so here, can you see it? This ayat, Surah 4, ayat 97. Right, let me just check here. Surah 4, ayat 97. Indeed, those whom the angels take in debt while wronging themselves, the angels will say, in what condition were you? They will say, we were oppressed in the land. They, the angels, will say, was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? For those, their refuge is hell, and evil it is as a destination. So you're supposed to do all you can to get out of Zulm, first of all. If you don't, then you will be sent to hell. And it is an evil destination. So Zulm, you see here, Zulm, oppression. Okay, mustadafina. I mean, this is cruelty. You were oppressed. So wronging, zalim. You became zalim, wronging their own souls. You see this word here? Zalim. Okay, so first this. So zulm is not good, and oppression is not good. God doesn't like it. So this was Surah 4, ayat 97, right? Then there are other ayats which I may not show you here, but some like Surah 2, ayat 1 to 4, Abraham was tested by his Lord with certain commandments which he fulfilled. Allah said, I will certainly make you an imam for the people, leader, imam. Abraham said, what about my offspring? Allah replied, my covenant is not extended to the wrongdoers, Zalimeen or Zalimun, right? So Allah's covenant does not extend, is not for the Zalimun or Zalimeen. Surah Baqarah, ayat 1 to 4. You can check that. And then in Surah 6, ayat 135 again, indeed the wrongdoers will not succeed. The last part of the ayat. Say, oh my people, work according to your own position. Indeed, I'm working. God says, and you are going to know who will have succession in the home. Indeed, the wrongdoers will not succeed. That's Surah 6, ayat 135. And then we have Surah 10, ayat 13, which says, we surely destroyed peoples before you when they did wrong, zulm, and the messengers came to them with clear proofs, but they would not believe. This is how we reward the wicked people. Surah 10, ayat 13, I just read out. And then Surah 8, ayat 17 says, and you did not kill them, but it was Allah who killed them, and you threw not, O Muhammad, when you threw, but it was Allah who threw, that he might test the believers with a good test. Indeed, Allah is all hearing and knowing, is hearing and knowing. So here the question comes of test. Now Allah is testing the believers by killing them, perhaps those who have oppressed you or are aggressive towards you, you would say. For now, let's see. So you would say here we need to fight. They were the aggressors. They came for the battle, but I've shown you from Quran ayats that that is not true. There, God also doesn't like disbelievers, saying that they do mischief and all this, right? Like in Surah Kaf ayat 80, the boy who was not a believer, and we feared that he would transgress and be a burden to his believing parents, transgressing and being a disbeliever. So, Surah 8, ayat 17, especially this about the test also. We tested the believers with a good test. God saying that since you fought and it was not Allah who killed, but, oh, sorry, it was not you who killed, but Allah who killed them. You would say here they were fighting. They started the war, but that's not true. And, anyways, Allah doesn't like the disbelievers. Right? Allah is always saying the disbelievers are the mischief makers, the Zalimun and this and that. So for now, let's leave it to this. But so Allah tests the believers, and this is testing by defending yourself, maybe. Like you kill them, self defense. So Allah also tests. So again, we come to no. Allah tests you with children, your wealth, eyes will come. So we've come to testing believers. Here Allah says, and you say, yeah, this is, let me just, Surah 8, ayat 17, show you this. Surah 8, ayat 17. Oh, did it come on the screen? So this is the one, Surah 8. And you did not kill, but it was Allah who killed them, and you threw not, meaning Prophet Muhammad, when you threw, but it was Allah who threw. This is in the Ismaili Quran ayat also. And as is in the Sunni and the Shia, 12 verse Shias who use this Quran, which the Sunnis use. Then only their interpretations and hadiths used are different a bit at times. That he might test the believers with a good test, he says. So these wars and this fighting is also a test, right, for the believers. And when the enemy comes to you, they say, right, this is a test for us, the disbelievers fighting us, some calamity coming on us. Okay, so remember, Allah is testing you. He says, this is a test for you on earth. And then we come to Surah Qaf, ayat 80. So, why didn't, ask yourselves here, and this is the ayat, right? Surah 18, ayat 80. And as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. So, Khizr, let's just call him Khizr, he's a person who has ilm laduni, God's knowledge from God, sacred knowledge from God. So now, why didn't God, like I was going to come with the, you will say there's free will, and he would not, if he used his free will, he would become a disbeliever. He would not become a believer. So this test, no. So then why did God not test his parents, right? So leave the will thing, okay. You would say, oh, he has will, free will, And but look at this, the feared. Why would even God feared this for the believers? And if believing parents, and we feared that you would overburden them, his parents. Right? You see this? Overburden his parents by transgression and disbelief. Right? So then, now the question you should be asking yourself here, Momineen, Mominat, free will but fear of Allah boycott. Parents could not be tested with a bad child. Like Allah says, believers will be tested in Surah Baqarah. Ayat, no, wait a minute. Yes, we will surely, like for, yeah, with the children, Surah Baqarah at 155 says, we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. So he's testing you for patience, being patient in Surah Baqarah. And God killed the boy here, you see. He could not make him a good person because you would say he has free will. And first of all, God should not have had this fear. Anyways, keeping that aside now, let's look at it this way. God here killed the boy because God feared that he would overburden uh, the parents with transgression and disbelief. So then, why does God test you? We will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and the loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. You would say, oh, because God tests us who will be the sincere believers and who will be patient. Sabirin, who will be the patient. Surah Baqarah 155. You have the answer. You think you have the answer. Then God says here, your riches and your offspring are only a trial or fitna or test and turmoil. And Allah with him is the great reward, grants rewards to those who stand the trial. Right? Surah Taghabun ayat 15. So here, even for the believers, your wealth and your children are a trial. Parents. So there God made Hazrat Khizr kill the boy because God feared that he would be a burden to his parents and, do and transgress and disbelieve. So it's not nice to disbelieve, and it's of course doubts, and this are a disease. If you hear Allama Rashid Turabi's majlis on yaqeen, belief, yani, what do you call that? Great confirmation, having this in your heart, yaqeen, belief, strong belief, because otherwise it's such a disease to your doubtful soul. Your soul. Doubts are a disease for your soul. And already the soul is prone to evil. Surah Yusuf ayat. And lest Allah have mercy on you people, like Hazrat Yusuf said, and himself. So we could have gone round and round and round like that. But now why does Allah tell you, not only in Surah Taghabun, but there's also another ayat here. This Surah Taghabun, ayat 15, is in the Ismaili Quran. Okay, worth mentioning that. Then we go to Surah 8, ayat 28, where Allah says, and know that your possessions, again he says that, know that your possessions and your children are a test. Again, he says children are a test, and this is not in the Ismaili Quran. Only Surah 8, Ayah 28 is not in the Ismaili Quran. So now I'll search out Surah 8, Ayat 28, because I haven't done this here. I made my notes, but not for this live stream. So I've come here. I thought perhaps maybe I'll do my notes and then, but I didn't. I just came here. So then we can have a discussion on this. If there are any honest mu'mineen, mu'minat, honest, they see this. Honest meaning, look at this, don't make jalebis, and please, because it's very important, freedom. Now we've done all that long time ago as believers, or, trying to be believers as Shias and Sunnis and Salafis and whichever denomination, sect you come from in Islam. Can we have an honest discussion? So again, Surah 8, Ayat 28 says, you know well that your belongings and your children are but a trial. Only this ayat is not, but it's not important because the ayat before Surah Taghabun, ayat 15, where it says your wealth and your children are but a trial, is in the Ismaili Quran. But this ayat is not in same kind of, and that with Allah is immense reward. Then use Pictil says a test, right? Fitna or trial or whatever you call fitna, tests, trials. Pictil translation is a test. So puts this word fitna, or it's a test or trial. Fitna, you see this? So now why would Allah give the believers? Oh, because our children, some of them. But then why did he send Khizr to kill that boy? On one hand, because he should have killed all of the believers, children who are fitna. Shouldn't have given them such awlad, children, right? Do you see the contradiction now, or not? Or what's coming to your mind now? Hello, oh, here is Gogo. Hello, Gogo. Thank you for being here. Where were you? I just didn't know how. I was like trying to rest and feel healing my head and all. Where are you? Or the last 2 days? Hope everything is fine. Yeah, everything is the same, but just needed to rest a little bit. Not that I got much rest. Thank you, Gogo. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up here. So thank you for being here. So just a minute. Eid Eid Mubarak to you all Muslims. Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, Muslimin, Muslimat. But that the next Eid, I don't think I'll be there. But goats, we kill so many animals, and I have chicken, no doubt about that. And you have to have some meat and what do you call that? The chomps. So we used to call it in our language lamb chops. Wow. But I can't. Okay. So, Gogo, what do you say? Please give me some feedback here. So, after this ayat, testing you with children, possessions, use of Ali, trial, not test but trial. not in Ismaili Quran, Surah, this ayat which is here on the screen, Surah 8 ayat 28. So so I'll show you another ayat, right? Now, when I did Jiddu Krishnamurti, when I read it out, do you see why you need to be free completely, right? So to help you be completely free, now to search this ayat out, see, God says, I'm the creator here. Where is it? Surah 29, ayat 6. Do you think I can? Do you think I can show this time the mu'minin, mu'minat, believers, females and males, and not convince them, but really show them? So here in this surah, Surah Ankabut, God also says, "You say you believe and that you will not be tested." Right? And now this ayat. So then the second ayat is, you say you believe, but that you will not be tested, God says. And now the sixth ayat of Surah Ankabut, 29th chapter of the Quran is, and whoever strives only strives for the benefit of himself. Indeed, Allah is free from need of the worlds. So you see, why couldn't he says he's free? You can also be free, can't you? He's free from need of the worlds. And the way Jiddu Krishnamurti takes you, or whoever, as Rupa Spera, or you would say Alan Watts, you like 0702 said, Muji. Now, why shouldn't you also be free without giving sacrifices? And why does God have to test? You will say, oh, he has to test us to see who is the hypocrite, who is the Ali Imran verses, which are not in the Ismaili Quran. Allah tested you, who are the hypocrites, by asking you to fight or at least defend yourself. Surah Ali Imran 3 Surah of the Quran, Ayat 167, which is not in this many. But, so he tests you vigorous at times, like he tested Ayub's ayat I haven't given here. Oh God. So Allah is free from the needs of the people, right? Allah is so free. When Jiddu Krishnamurti or someone wants to show you, to tell you to be free like this, and there, can you be free like this? Jiddu Krishnamurti asks you, and let's discover, let's see for ourselves. Give us a chance. Give him a chance. Give Ellen Watts a chance. Give Muji Baba a chance. And you don't have to go like Imam Hussein, right? So you say, no, no, there are calamities, and Imam Hussein just proved that if there are enemies, how we can be free with sacrifices and sabr, patience. Think about it. So on that, I've tried to show my Shias who are so much deeply in this. But remember, once he sent Khizr to kill the boy because he would be on burden, overly burdening his believing parents. Then he's saying, no, your children are a fitna, test for you. He doesn't say your parents also may be a test for you. That also for the children, right? So aren't there contradictions here? If I cannot show you that way, I can show you this way. So when Allah is free from the need of the worlds, you can be free. I've read Allah has given us abundance. I've read Shakti Gawain when I was a Shia, 1986 or 87. I bought the book and I gave it to a friend also after reading it. So it must be in 1987, I must have given it to her. So this is how I remember when I bought the book, maybe in early 1987. So she says, God has, like, you have abundance. You are not needy that you go every time to the Imam. Yeah, Imam, and you do tasbihs. This is what I was telling Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, and become beggars, needy. Oh, my child has died, but sabr. Yeah, yeah, at the same time, sabr, but Imam, Imam is the wasila. We will go to Imam Musa Kazim. Ya Abu, ya son of Jafar Sadiq, you are Bab al Hawaj, right? And I go there to his Imam Barga in Karachi and see poor girls outside, there's, so I was telling Yusuf Zaidi, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, why this? Tell my father and says, no, no, if Imam Ali takes me to hell, I'll go to hell. But, of course he's not going to, like, he believes in Imam Ali so much that Imam Ali will not take him to hell. Yeah, go through hell in this life and see what it is. I've been through hell and needy and praying and asking, when will Imam come? Imam Mehdi, Faraj, Faraj, Faraj. Free us, free us, free us from our sufferance, pain, this, that. Now, since Allah said He's free, can't you be like Allah? Why can't you be like Allah? Allah is free from need of the world. And why does He have to test His believers? He never tested Himself, right? He tested the Imam, who will be an example. So is this point valid for the believers? No. But just get it. Get it. I want to put this forth in your minds. And where without the mind, what are you? You are pure awareness. You are free. I didn't have to take you to Karbala. You would say, oh, you can't give your inch, centimeter. It's little bit, 0.0000002. Who are you to tell us? Imam Hussein is such authority, that as a Shia, I've also written a poem on him that, no, just a prose or, no, it's just something that Imam Hussein has proved to the world with his grand sacrifice how true Islam is. And, you know, so Allah is free of need from all of his creation. Some translators put it like that, one translator. God does not need his creatures. So why does he need to test you? Why does he need your worship? For your own self, right? For your own good. So when someone is saying for your own good, can we be free from the need of the worlds? Having come here, as you would say, as the creation of Allah, then of course you're always needy. Because time, Jiddu Krishnamurti has shown that thought, mind is in time, and time is thought is time, and all this. And you can never be free, timeless beings. We are not timeless, we are temporary, we change, stuff like that. God doesn't need your worship, but God doesn't need you. And why does God need your worship? Is for your own good. To realize what? That there is a God? Or when, or if, let's say, to tell you that you are that, you are what? You are divine beings. Then blasphemy, Mansur al-Hallaj was executed or what? Beheaded, sulipe, crucified, hanged. Oh my God. Ana al-Haq. And when Imam Hussein, Shias, like that, you're saying Imam Hussein showed us timelessness now. Timelessness, God. What sabr, what patience, what this, what that. And he's giving his all, that he's not dependent on anything but Allah. No, no, this will not do. You can go round and round on this and praise Imam Hussein, but don't idolize him. Don't idolize anyone, even the one showing you here. Just realize the truth, and then you'll be free like God is free from the worlds. And you are not the created being of God. On one hand, you are, well, you are, this body is there and all this. This could be a, but what is the manifestation in you? What is that? It is eternal, right? Have I said this properly? Or maybe another time I might come. So this, do you get it? Do you see it? How many are showing, but you don't see? So, where was I? So Allah is free. For Allah is free of all needs from all creation. Yusuf Ali's translation here in my notes. And Allah is free from all the worlds, right? Allah is free from need of the world. Sahih International. And then, now I haven't checked Ismaili Quran, but need I for this? And Surah 29, Ayat 2 says, do people think once they say we believe that they will be left without being put to the test? That I gave you Surah Ankabut, Ayat 2. Then these ayats I've given you Surah 6, Ayat 165. It is He who has made you successors, imams upon the earth, and it, or maybe khalifas. Didn't see the Arabic word for this. And it's raised some of you above others in degrees, that He may try you through what He has given you. Now He's even, again, back to testing. So He's trying you from what He's given you. Indeed, your Lord is swift in penalty, but indeed He's forgiving and merciful. So you say, oh, here, He's trying us so we can, like in Surah Zaha, do not chide a beggar. So be generous, give generously, give zakah, give khums, give to the Prophet. Surah Tawbah ayat. Take alms out of the wealth for them and pray for them. You will purify them. You will purify your believers, your ummah, things like that. So again, so this is kind of disorderly now. So there's the ayat I found here. He will try you through what He has given you. But what He says in Surah, you see, so let me open this Surah 6, ayat 165 and show you. So many contradictions are found. You think you have worked it out. No, you have been deceived. Surah 6, I try to comb it out, work it out. 165. 165. Now see, believers. And also like, okay, Oh, sorry, this was a mistake.
جعلكم.
And he, so this is Quran.com. And he, the one who is, made you as successor, Khalifas, right? Now, Imam, it doesn't say here, on the earth, and raised some of you above others in ranks, darajat, so that he may test you, sorry, so that he may test you, even in that, in what he has given you, raising some of you above others and test you in what he has given you. Indeed, your Lord is swift in punishment and also is swift in forgiving and merciful. So you can read the tafsir and what you make out of this ayat. But the test is there again, he's trying for what he has given you. So the test thing, why does God test you? With soul, with comparisons, and having greater beings than you in degrees, khalifas, and you common people, messengers, sending imams, leaders, spiritual leaders, as they say, Smileys, and the Shias. Imam means, I mean, you can see through Abraham's verses what Imam means. And then Surah, we go to which one? We go to Surah Maida, ayat 6 6. And this is the last one for this stream. I hope. Oh, the last, yeah, on this topic for now, for the stream, and then maybe continue if I need to. But on discussions come later on this. Let's see if Muslims join me, or then I'll go to Surah Yunus ayat or otherwise, or explain it again. And if only they had upheld the law of the Torah. Has it come here on the screen? And if only they had upheld the Torah, the Gospel, and what has been revealed to them from the Lord, meaning the Quran, they would have consumed provision, meaning from above them and from beneath their feet. Among them are a moderate community, and many of them, evil is that which they do. So this is Sahih International Translation. Let's see the word by word. And if they had stood firmly by the Torah and the Injil, and what this for the Isa, before is for Jews, Musa's Torah, okay? And what was revealed to them from their Lord, surely they would have what was revealed to them or what has been now revealed. Doesn't even put it properly. The English translation, and so, okay. And what was revealed to them from their Lord, surely. But what is important here is that you would have eaten from above and from beneath your feet. The Jews, the Christians, the moments among them, and it's a and their community moderate, but among them is a community moderate, but many of them evil is what they do, ungrateful and this and that. But point here is, had they, the Jews and the Christians, stood firmly by the Torah, the Injil, and what is revealed to them here, they would have had plenty, abundance of fruits and things, right? Vegetables, provisions from above and in reach, above them and from beneath their feet, right? So there isn't there an ayat where Allah says, "Oh Allah, someone gave them, like they had many things and they forgot Allah." But Allah here says like provisions, eatables, edible things. and he would not even test you, right? But then he would test you and he would give you something like droughts. Now, for how long would that? Then again, you become believe. Then they become believers. Then he says he tests you. Do you, all contradictions? Do you see the contradictions here or not? And had they observed the Torah, the Injil, Gospel, and what has been revealed to them from the Lord, they would have been overwhelmed with provisions from above and below. Good translation by Dr. Dr. Mustafa Khattab, the Clear Quran, that I've put in my notes here. And so, and when the test comes from Allah, remember Allah tests. He has said trials, fitna, and all this are from, they are tests from Allah, right? You are a test. So Allah willed that you be tested. That's why they're tests from Allah to prove you that you are sincere as a believer and what else. So like that, they're taking you through the mind. You see this? Or intellect, and maybe it might come in someone's, you might get it in your soul, mercy from Allah. But what is the use of all this? Do you see? There are, but still I have to pray, I have to thank God, I have to do this. Yeah, my little self, my lower self, my flesh and blood, my soul, they're all weak for that. But what if someone comes and tells you you realize who you truly are, then you don't have to even thank God. Once you realize that you are God and you're free from this world. No, moments will say, no, Allah is testing us, Zara. You see, we are flesh and blood too, and we have soul that's prone to evil. We have to remind the soul all the time. But please, when Allah has mercy on you, that's what Hazrat Yusuf said in Surah Yusuf. So Allah, and then Allah says here, there's a Quran ayat I haven't, that if Allah removes, now if Allah removes mercy from you, then of course you're not going, of course the soul is prone to evil. If Allah removes, He says mercy, removes mercy. Why did I put removed? Mercy from you. They become niggardly and bad. What is the Quran word for it? And where's the Quran ayat? I'm just searching. Tell the captives if Allah finds good. Oh no, I can't find. Maybe if Allah intended me harm or removes of His harm, or He intends me mercy, or withholds His mercy. Surah 39. Is this Surah Sad? Sorry, Surah Zumar. Surah Zumar. Sorry. And if you ask them who created the heavens and the earth, they would say surely Allah. Then have you considered what you invoke besides Allah? If Allah intended me harm, or they removers of His harm, or are they removers of His harm? Or if He intended me mercy, are they withholders of His mercy? Say, sufficient for me is Allah. No, not this ayat, sorry. There's one, and they act removes from His mercy. They act niggardly, niggard. And whoever's niggardly is but if I can't find that ayat. Look, Allah removes His mercy. You remember that whoever was here, I remember doing a live stream on that. So no, not this ayat. But if Allah removes mercy from them. Sorry. Oh, sorry, where was Nigarli's? Where's that Ali Imran verse? Can't find it now. Searching for it. Our Lord, do not let our hearts falter once you have guided us. So, coming to this ayat also, I wasn't going to. So that was the last ayat anyways, but I think when Allah removes His mercy, Quran ayat, I cannot remember for the life of me. No, not Surah Zumar ayat 53. Huh? Uh, yeah, there's Surah Zumar ayat 53 says, do not lose hope in Allah's mercy, for Allah certainly forgives all sins. As for those who repent, believe, and do good, they are the ones whose evil deeds Allah will change into good deeds. But I can't find that verse that I'm looking for now. Allah has also inscribed mercy on Himself. But there's an ayat which says, if Allah removes His mercy, they act terrible. It's not like that, but let me see if I can. I have forgotten the word also. It keeps giving me Surah Zumar ayat. I don't know why, maybe. Have I Surah Furqan? So there's a ayat. Do I have to show you? So please, this is very, very important, right? I do have to, I wish I could get it now, but I'm not, so it'll just spoil I'll try to, and maybe continue with this the next time. Maybe later on in the day, let's see how I'm doing. Allah doesn't like Zulm. Then why does He test believers with Zulm? Oh, so let's go to Hazrat Ayub. Shaitan has distressed me. Distressed me. Quran. Uh, right? Just to show you, be sure that decide because you've been deceived so badly. I can understand you. It'll be very difficult to, once. Now, do you realize that you've been deceived? For you to accept that even is very difficult. So it was a difficult task for the ex-Muslims to show you, right? Now, slowly, slowly, maybe now you'll see it. So I thought, there was a confusion, I didn't see it. And like one time, God tests and this, and He kills the boy, and He fears, He doesn't want it, but His believing parents be tested by Him. This disbelieving, transgressing, fear is there also. Doesn't make sense. And then now I've worked it out, now it all makes sense to me. That there's a contradiction. Remember a servant Job. When he called to his Lord, indeed Satan has touched me with hardship and torment. Okay, now Surah 38, Ayat 41, have to check it. Just a minute, please. So this is in the Q Wiki. Ismaili Quran, claimed to be the true Quran from Prophet Muhammad, passed on to the Imams of his progeny. So now saying this, what is it? Ayat 38, Surah 38, Ayat 41. Surah 38, Ayat 41. It's there. So now, even thanks to Empowering Family, right? We have the Ismaili Quran, but the translation is in of this ayat is in, it takes you to another website, corpus.quran. When you click it, what's the address? I keep forgetting. Website, corpus.quran.com. So here, Job, and remember our servant Job, this is Hazrat Ayub, when he called to his Lord, indeed Satan has touched me with hardship and torment. Now in the Bible, God tested, Satan had a talk with God saying that, oh, you, you praise Job so much, but when I go and when I test him with trials and tribulations, see if he still believes in you and all this. What was the story before Job was tested? And then Satan says, see, tells God, I'm going to test him and see if he still remembers you and has patience or what. So all that goes on and on and on. Even in the Christianity, then God sent his son, and then to remove the sins, or you don't feel guilty anymore and you don't sin anymore. God, no. But that's another story with the Christians. But even with the Jews, it's like this. So just wanted to test, just wanted to see if this is in the Quran, Ismaili Quran. And this ayat is there. Now back to, yeah. So here, remember our servant Job. And he was, then what happened to him? Then then what happened to him was that, so he was told, strike the ground with your foot, cool and drink, yeah, you know, and we granted him his family and like number with them as mercy from us. Again, God needs to give you mercy. He reminds us again and again. His good servants, believing, patient, and a reminder for those of understanding. So his family was at least given back to him. But Imam Hussein's family, Bibis, women folk, then Imam Sajjad, most of them were butchered, killed in Karbala. We told them, take a handful of straw, strike your wife with it, fulfill your oath, and we found him to be patient. So you see the believing, patient here, patient Job, Hazrat Ayub, what an excellent servant he was. He was certainly most repenting also of returning to us in repentance. Like Imam Sajjad gives us in his Psalm, Saifa Sajjadia, the best dua is astaghfar. No, it's wait a minute, tawbah, right? Repenting. He was penitent. How excellent a servant. Also repenting all the time. Repent, keep repenting. And this is very, very, like you are so humble. And remember, servant Abraham, now it goes Isaac and Jacob, those of strength and religious vision. A vision. Now it goes but about this. So this is enough. You see, this is what the moment will tell us. Believing. Believers. Let us be patient, repentant. So let's, I really laud the Jiddu Krishnamurti. You know, if I may say this now, Jiddu Krishnamurti's wisdom and like total insight into this organized religious nonsense. So please, so Rumi, okay, let's be like Allah and finish all this evil nonsense, neediness. Oh, beloved beings, you are God, you are God. Rumi distorted. There's a poem from Rumi. What does it say? You are. So I've distorted Rumi's poem, saying you you are mine. Oh, Shams. Rumi. What was it? Can't find it now here. You are. I read it in Karachi on someone's website. Sharia. Okay, this also I can't find. So this is the Quran. Okay, now you get it. Can you help me? Go. Are you still here? Wondering, do you people think once they say, oh no, sorry. So I went to also, so God testing his servant Job also. Sometimes you'll say, oh, that was just, he killed the boy, feared that he will be a believer, a disbeliever, and a transgressor, overburdening his believing parents. Again, Surah Kaf ayat 80. So God got him killed through Khizr. So why couldn't God do? So sometimes he's testing the believers with the trials, tribulations, calamities, children, fitna. Wealth, he says, is fitna, right? So what would the mu'mineen say and mu'minat, mu'mins, believers? Now, tell me. So for this, I will come again. Or shall I need to show you in my notes again? Are you confused? So please think about it. Contemplate. Doesn't this show you something? That these contradictions. So someone comes showing you, see for yourself. You can be free from this world, just like God is of this world. Mominines were saying, no, this, that, right? Okay? Now I leave you because I don't see anyone here. It's very early and in Britain, it's very early. Maybe some are early risers. What time is it in UK? 4 a.m. Okay, so I'm going to come a bit later. Thank you, Gogo, being, or you're very early riser or something, or where are you in Australia? What's the time in Australia? It's very late. Where are you? Australia time. 1:02 p.m. Very late. I'm a night person, but sometimes I like to get up early in the morning now. I was a night person. It's not healthy. Okay, now what do you say? Go. Do you have any feedback here or shall I come later? End this. It's been 1 hour, 5 minutes. Tell me, shall I end it? So please contemplate on this. Allah doesn't like zulm, right? So when He tests you with zulm, like calamities and all this pain and, you know. So then, why does He test believers with zulm? And also remember that Surah Qaf ayat 80, where he sent the man to kill the boy. And so the boy would give so much trouble to his believing parents that he had to be killed. And then, yet, it's not the end. God then says, I test you with your children. What would that mean? Even the believers, believing children could be a test, fitna for you. And it goes on and on and on. And we thought we had our religious scholars had worked it out. Imam Hussein has told us this is the way to go. And Prophet Muhammad has said, do not walk in front of them, you know, walk with them, not even behind them. So I was like, oh my God, right? Remember Shia's Imam, Prophet Muhammad is saying is that do not walk in front, like don't go ahead of them. Don't go ahead of my Ahlul Bayt. So when they teach you, otherwise you'll be losers. Prophet Muhammad has said this, maybe in his last sermon, like when he said the Quran and my Ahlul Bayt, my Itrat. So are we going ahead? Follow his family, the command, the hadith. Yeah, here is the reward of loving. I thought now I can't both agree. The Prophet said, I leave behind you two weighty things. Uh, I so oh, you believe, obey Allah and obey the Messenger. I think I've come in as Sunni side. Oh, uh, I leave you the Quran and Ahlul Bayt. If you hold fast to these two, you will never, never go astray. And I thought maybe I'm wrong, but I thought this hadith is there. I found it here. But he also says somewhere I read long time ago in Karachi. Let me just share this. What that do not walk ahead of them and do not walk behind them, but walk with them. If I find that later on, I'll come. If I can search for it. Okay, I can't find it right now. So I was thinking if that hadith that I found online or in some book that I read in Karachi years back is true, then, like, don't try to, you would say, Jiddu Krishnamurti has walked ahead of them. Me, I'm walking ahead of Ahlul Bayt, Imams. And by following, or no, it's not a following, by seeing Muji Baba, what I saw. So this can set you free, totally free. So you see, like Jiddu Krishnamurti says here, and it's not that you are walking ahead. Please see this. So by seeing, can there be a total freedom, Jiddu Krishnamurti? Or some, like Shakti Gwain also telling you, like be Fatma Zahra telling Abu Bakr that God has given us abundance, and you also, like, so leading you to abundance. Jiddu Krishnamurti on total freedom in the mind. So Jiddu Krishnamurti starts here. Let me share this on the screen again. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. So some of you Shias who know this hadith that I'm talking about, that I cannot find online, Google search, through Google search. Excuse me, I have this cough also. That do not walk ahead of them. So like stick to them. What? Walk with them. Then you would not be able to see this, how deceived you have been. So I've tried. And then you would not want to read or see what Jiddu Krishnamurti is saying. If someone is telling you, a Shia, that there is reincarnation, I have these dreams, you say, no, no, no. You will not listen to them. When I was Shia and I heard that there was reincarnation, I was like, I didn't tell the person, but I said, if it's not, I just said, if it's not in my religion, then it means it's from Shaitan. Then I kind of saw it in Surah Taha later on, that the Samiri soul inclined him to this, right? So the soul can lie, and the soul knows, even Shaitan knows, we are told, certain spiritual truths, like Jesus Christ, who met this fortune telling woman. What did he say to her? Things like that. So it comes from Shaitan. So the Shaitan can give it to your soul, though you were, you know, in your past life. There could be evidence. Someone could hypnotize you if you find a hypnotist who can take you to your, showing you that all that, and your soul can be lying to you. So I said, if it's not in my religion, I can't believe it, because my religion was the true religion. There was no question of believing in reincarnation, since even if evidence of the soul by the soul is there, the soul is prone to evil. Also that. And Shaitan, Iblis, had so much spiritual knowledge, psychic powers people have. Even palmists, fortune tellers can tell you when you will die, or this, how you will die, perhaps how you will die, not when you will die, but can come very close to that date of your death. It doesn't mean it's coming from God. Kept me, if it's not in my religion, then sorry, I can't believe in it. As a Shia, right? I said this. So this, it was such a. I'm not Imam Hussein. Also, I cannot show you my sacrifices. What sacrifices? You would say you'd laugh at that. Get exactly what you want with. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is an. Yeah. Oh, this is a book that Total Freedom book, first edition by Jiddu Krishnamurti. Then it's an ad or on YouTube. Then on the demands of society, no, freedom is absolutely necessary, Krishna. But what kind of total freedom here? I'm showing you the videos of Jiddu Krishnamurti. You can see them on Total Freedom, Jiddu Krishnamurti. Freedom from the Known by Jiddu Krishnamurti. Any other such videos? What is freedom? Beyond organized religions. So Shias, if you have been, I know I've come from you. What is the nature of freedom? Is there total freedom? Can we be totally free? And there are other videos that I found on my other YouTube channel that I don't see here. So please, I'm with you here. I'm taking you step by step as long as I'm alive and on this. The thing was also, Gogo, that, my prayers, I needed Imam's help. So being with the Imam or Qigong, seeing that, no, I need Laozi or some leader like Master O. So I was wondering, Where am I at this time? Would, coming here as an ex-Muslim saying, leave this religion, it gave me a pause. Like, it made me like, am I doing the right thing? Yes, for sure. Now I know that I am. Even though there may be people helping, light beings are there. This book I read on light beings, cover your house with light, divine light, and this and that. So I found a light being, a Britisher. It's a video. Can you believe that? So I was just like, okay, there are leaders, like, but can we have total freedom? And then even searching for this total freedom, wanting to be free, wanting to realize this. Uh, I have problems, my head. Sometimes I wonder now whether I should go to the hospital, get my MIRs, CT scan. Maybe my head is slightly, there's bleeding or something. Or, I say, no, no, I believe in natural healing. So there's Qigong, Qi, master healing with Qigong energy. Uh, so I was a little bit confused now. And with the Ismaili Imam, or if we do Muji Baba, but Muji also says like they have this disclaimer, right? That if you need to, or these healers, these, what do you call them? These videos on YouTube, brain healing, damaged brain healing with this high level alpha or some music, sounds, right? But you must go to a, doctor, check yourself, this and that. So yeah, we need healers, all that we need. So then let's see. But this setting us free, would you say that I'm walking ahead of LLB? Shias. Yet I need a healer, right? So there's an ayat in the Quran which says, and then the Shias have told me, no, no, no. Even our Ayatollah Sayyid, some very big Sayyid went to UK for his heart problem. He had a heart problem or something. He went to the UK, to for the treatment in a hospital in the UK. So Ayatollah Sayyid Sistani or someone, I'm not sure who it was, who he was. Sorry, it no. What was I going to search now? I forgot. So there's another ayat. A ayat which says that um, oh Allah's good entry and good going forth, and grant me from near the power to grant me from near the power to assist me, and say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. In this ayat, in this Surah 17, Allah grant me an honorable exit. Let's go here. It says, Surah 17, my Lord, support me. And say, the truth has come and falsehood has departed. I'm just going to share this. And it says, the healing in it is a healing. And as Abraham says, my Lord heals me. So proclaim the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. And we sent down of the Quran, which is healing and mercy for the believers. So this means it heals everything of my I don't get heart attacks, but God sometimes tests us with bad health. But here, you see, some Shias were like, no, no, you should go to the hospital, you should go to a psychiatrist. Some alims of our Shia alims, even say, now someone was, a Shia alim was saying, can we heal ourselves through hypnosis? So Shia alim was allowing this hypnotism. Is hypnotism permissible? Answer: if it puts a person in harm's way, it is haram and therefore forbidden by Sayyid Sistani. So some ayatollahs were saying, no, it is permissible. I did search it when I was in Karachi online. But not sure now. Not very sure. However, let's just. So the official website of Sayyid Sistani, I'm not. I think it doesn't open. Hypnosis is a Shia chat. You can search it. I'm not very sure, but I think some is hypnosis haram. Let's see the Sunni Islam QA. As Muslim, we are allowed to use hypnosis. Hypnosis is haram because it uses the help of the jinn and it implies journeying to someone other than Allah. For more, see the detailed answer. So for Sunnis, hypnosis is haram. If you are Surah Fatiha, you alone we worship. Hypnosis is kind of fortune telling or magic. I guess for the Sunnis, Muslims, Salafis also, I'm not sure. Okay, this is what I found. And for the Shias, if you're following Sayyid Sistani, oh no, so I'll have to see this again. I can't go to Sayyid Sistani's. I can now? Oh, good. Question: is hypnotism permissible? If it puts a person in harm's way, it is haram and therefore forbidden. Oh, I can now go. So this, if, there's a if, okay? Excuse me. All right. So now, do you see the contradictions at least? Go back to this. Allah doesn't like Zulm. Then why does He test believers with Zulm? Right? That I have shown you through the Quran ayats and at length spoken about this. 1 hour, 24 minutes. And now I leave you. Gogo, thank you so much for being here. Hope to see some Muslims come here, give me a feedback later on. Thank you so much. Have a great time. God bless you. Be free, totally free. Why not? Right? Why not? So much this thing on this is Shaitan, this is Sunni side, we see this, sometimes even Shia side. It's terrible. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you all, your country, your family, your member. Your loved ones, your friends, much always. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. And are we going beyond our limits? Or so I had to prove that Islam is a false religion, and then slowly, slowly taking you out of this, so that you have no doubt then in you that Islam is a false religion, and we can go beyond to find out if we have this divinity inside where we are totally free like Allah is. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.